Hello viewers, my name is Spencer Strott, or most of you may know me by the name of LifeStealer58, and I wanted to make this video to talk about our community. I honestly need to apologize to each and every one of you. For the past few months, I feel like I've not been as active as I should be. While I know it is not something people expect, I always try my hardest to try and play with you guys as much as I can, or upload more, or record with y'all, but I just can't. Part of the reason was because I'm just not in the mood sometimes, but the main reason why is my setup. If you have asked me to make a video, then you probably have heard me say, sorry, but it is too loud at my house right now. People are always confused because it does not make sense. I think it is because they cannot hear anyone, or the main reason is because they think I play in my bedroom or something. I was going to explain all of you what my setup is, but I decided to cut the video here and just show you guys why I cannot record.
So this is how it is. As you can see, I have a TV here, and I have my laptop, which is connected to the recording device. Here I have the Turtle Beach Air Force P11s, and right there, as you can see with all the messy wires and such, there's the Elgato and PlayStation 3. So you may be thinking to yourself, this may not be the nicest setup, but it still works, and why I can't record all the time with, the situation. But if you look right here, this is where I also sit right there where that controller is. This is where all the amazing recordings happen. And I apologize for talking quietly because it is like midnight at my house. But here is the main cause of why I can't record whenever I want. See, what happens is people always come down here and think, oh, it's a great time to hang out down here for the whole day. And that affects my recording and playing time because people can be so loud in this kitchen. And not only that, if you take a right here, you have this hallway which is just like super duper echoey and loud, and you can hear like the conversations going on upstairs and such. And yeah, also even if there are people down here, it is for me incredibly awkward to record, and it's just incredibly hard to understand unless you have made your own videos. So I apologize. Hopefully you get a bit more insight in what's going on, and hopefully you guys can understand why. You can see the issue with this recording setup being right next to this. Also, I'm pretty sure I said this, but this is also the only TV that is available to use at this time.
So yeah, not the best place to record. This also affects how much I upload and why I upload videos that were recorded months ago. Since I have no control of whenever I record, I stock up on footage just in case I need something to upload, so that stocked footage gets really old. I would love to be able to upload more frequently, but since I cannot record on a consistent schedule, I do not want to run out of videos to post. Also, I'm not trying to be like, oh, woe is me, I can't play or record whenever I want. I'm just telling you guys the issues that I have because people do not seem to understand and always ask me. I'm not trying to complain. I'm just fully answering a question that people have been asking me ever since I started making videos, so please do not interpret this in the wrong way. Also, for those of you wondering why I've been doing so many commentaries, the main reason is because I just have a lot on my mind, but the second reason is because I can record the gameplay separately and record the commentary part in my room privately, so no loud noises. Now, when am I going to get a good gaming setup, you may be asking yourself, and at this point, I do not know. I feel really nervous considering I do not know when the PS3 will die off. Plus, I'm not even sure if getting a gaming setup would be smart considering I do not know what is going on in the future. However, if this channel does hit 1,000 subscribers very, very, very soon, then I will definitely really start considering investing in a better setup. The reason why I do not just go out and buy a TV and other things is because I cannot afford it. I also am not going to ask anyone in my family to pay for it because first off, I do not think they would be happy with me, and second off, it should be my responsibility to provide things like that on my own. I just want to let you know this is my idea of being responsible. My parents and family have never said these things to me. It's just something that I want to do. So why not use the money I make on my videos to pay for better equipment? A few people think that I earn enough money to live on my own, but the maximum amount of money that I would earn is around $12 a month. It most likely would be less considering most partnerships do not give you that maximum amount. Plus, I'm not planning to sign up for any partnership anytime soon. I also, since this is about the community, I feel like a big part of the community is the Fun with Friends server, so I want to talk about it. And this is kind of awkward for me to discuss, just because it is just such a big thing. See, whenever I do get on the PS3, the rarity and little time that I get to play on the PS3 limits me. I love just randomly dropping by people's worlds and saying hi and seeing something new. Whenever I'm on, I do not feel like seeing my world because I always see it. However, I know that I said I would invite people, and I'm going to start playing a lot more on Fun with Friends server. I am sorry for everyone who have been waiting to play on it for so long. A question that I get asked a lot is why don't you put the world for download? First off, if I did that, the world would not be as special. Second, I would have nothing to work on as a community because people are working on the world on their own. Third, I'm scared that a bigger YouTuber will download the world and take credit for it. Fourth thing is I do not feel comfortable posting the world for everyone considering so many people have worked on it. While I did probably 75% of the work, I still want to keep things fair. Fifth is because there is no end in sight. I do not want to post a world that someone has not finished their house in. It would just be very, very odd. However, with all of that said, if the world ever does retire, I'm not planning to retire it anytime soon, then there is a small chance of me posting it for download. What I would love to do is make the world downloadable, but you can only download it if you pay for it. And the money that people use to download it goes to the charity or two. But I don't know how to go about doing that, and to be honest, I don't even know if I want to do that yet, because of how the world is. Around the end of June, I took a 3-week break from the PlayStation 3. I wanted a break because I was not enjoying using the PS3, but there was an even bigger reason. I did not want to mention it at the time, just because I did not want to bring attention to it, plus I didn't want the people to have the attention, but I feel like I can mention it now, and I should mention it now. The big reason why I started the break was because my account was hacked. It is a long story, but they found my IP address and booted me offline. However, I could still get online whenever I wanted, but I was so annoyed with them and other things and other people that I had with completely different situations not relating to hacking, and I decided to take a break. Also, to make things more clear, like I said, I could get online whenever I wanted. However, they would always send me messages, and they had the ability to boot me offline whenever I want, so I knew if I logged in, they would just boot me offline if they were annoyed with me. So the reason why they hacked me was because one person wanted me to send them the download for the Fun with Friends server. I said no, because of the reasons I mentioned before on the reason why I won't put the world for download, and, well, the hackers did not like that. I did report them to PlayStation, and PlayStation gave me a date that they would investigate the situation, and it took a long time, hence why the break was 3 weeks. I do not know if they were banned, but I have not been bothered by them since. It would not surprise me if they still follow my channel, but if the hackers are watching this, then I forgive them. I'm upset for their lack of caring, but I don't understand the point of staying mad at someone forever. The next thing I want to talk about are PSN messages and YouTube comments. I want you all to know that I read every single PSN message that is sent to me. Sending me 60 messages is just as effective as sending me one. Actually, it's less effective because I get really annoyed by people spamming me. And no, this is not an exaggeration. One person actually sent me 60 messages once. I try my best to reply to every single one, but sometimes it takes way too long to reply to messages. I also, for the first 10 to 15 minutes of logging onto my account, I read and reply to messages. And sometimes I even check after I'm done playing. So I apologize for that. This is something that I cannot change, though, because it takes way too long to reply to. For example, if I'm in the middle of a Call of Duty Black Ops 2 game, I need to wait like 10 seconds to open up the PlayStation menu, then scroll over, then respond and read, blah, 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 and it just takes way too long. Something that should take like 10 seconds to reply to usually takes me like 5 minutes just because of how slow loading it is. For the YouTube comments, I think they are broken because I used to get notifications all the time, but now I almost never get them. I also have read some PSN messages that said, "Hey, I commented on your tour, can you add me?" Then I look at the notifications and they do not show anything. Also, sometimes when I post a new video, I need to manually click on the video I posted to see comments, so I do not get notifications for those as well. If you guys are bothered by me not responding, it is because I have not seen it, not because I do not care. I also do not respond to people if there is no need to. So, for example, what I mean by this is if they just say, okay, in response to something that I said, then there's no point in saying, okay, thanks. Like, if it's a question, I respond, or if they, are wondering something, then I respond, stuff with that. But another reason why I cannot record and play whenever I want is I'm busy with my life. I have school and stuff, and school, honestly, is just overwhelming for me because, as some of you may know, I do have health issues, and dealing with all of the school is just very difficult for me. And I don't know what homework is like for other people, and I really want to be cautious in complaining, but the homework that I get is just insane. And this year I'm actually taking extra classes since I missed so much school from being sick. So it will just be very, very busy. And obviously, it's not just school that gets in the way of recording and playing and everything else, it's anything else in life, you know. And sadly, I would love to prioritize YouTube over school, but sadly, I cannot. School needs to come first. If my channel is being extremely successful, then I would prioritize YouTube over school. But at this point, I cannot. Now, does this mean I'm quitting YouTube? Because it sure sounds like I'm quitting YouTube. No, absolutely not. I love YouTube. I love playing with you guys. I love everything about this. I'm not quitting. I just want to make that clear because it sure sounds like all this stuff that I'm mentioning is just a big apology and saying bye-bye. But it's not. Just so you know. I just wanted to discuss, and I did want to apologize and explain some things that I think people just do not fully understand, like the hacking situation and why I can't record. And I think showing you guys how my setup actually is should be a lot more understandable, hopefully. Well, viewers, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys understand the point of this video. I honestly, truly, I'm not just saying this for attention or anything. I felt the need to make this because I felt really bad, and I was playing on Black Ops 2, that lobby where you saw whenever I made a rant on bad luck or something. That lobby, whenever I started talking with people, I got a lot of comments saying like, "Why haven't you been on? I haven't played with you forever." And that's what made me say I feel the need to make a video on the community. That's why I wanted to. And I feel bad because again, I feel like people look at YouTubers and think, "Oh, they just do it for this, and they probably never play with people." And while there are some no, there are a lot of small channels that do play with people, and a lot of big channels that do play with people. However, I feel like people don't like expect me to play with them. However, I am trying my very best, and I apologize because it honestly makes me feel really bad. I cannot express enough how bad it makes me feel. And I know this is just words, and I can't show more. And I know I'm also blabbering on and on and on. But I hope you guys understand. Anyways, viewers, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being so understanding. And I will see you later.